The world is a little softer right now. Let's open today's thoughts. I'm Malia, and you're listening to Dayah Station. So, back in 2021, I found this song called Tan Real by La Guru, and it's a beautiful Spanish song. I will post it maybe on my Instagram if you guys follow me on there. So, whenever I listen to this song, there is a dress that comes to mind. I know, it's crazy. Listening to a song, a dress comes to mind. What does that mean? That's basically how my mind works with a lot of things. So when I listen to a song, there's usually a dress that comes to mind. There's usually a scene, a story. There's something that comes to mind that is inspired by that song. So for this specific song, there's this dress that comes to mind. It's a beautiful green dress. It's an emerald color. It's long, it's body, like it fits your body very well. It's long sleeve and it has like a deep cut in the back. And it also has a collar, and the collar kind of goes into like a scarf like chiffon things hanging off the back. There's two versions to the back of it. There's the version where there's pearls in the back, and there's a version where there's like no pearls at all. So whenever the song plays, I see this dress vividly, so clearly. And whenever I see it, I only see it from the back. And the person wearing this dress is not someone that I can visually, like, I don't see this person's face. I just see them walking into this room. So yesterday, I'm thinking about this dress because I re-listened to the song and the idea came back. And I was like, okay, I want to draw this. I want to draw this. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. I have the idea. I know how the dress is made. Everything is so clear. It should be easy. So I open my Procreate, and the moment I open my Procreate, I start drawing. And as I'm drawing, it looks like absolute mess. It looks like a child who's just learning what lines are. And I'm disappointed because the idea is so clear in my mind, so why can I not put it on paper? So in that moment, I'm like, okay, I delete, restart. Happens again, and I swear to God, it's so ugly. It's so ugly what I was drawing on paper. The dress is simple. I know exactly how it is. I know the pieces to it. I know every detail of it. It's not as if it's something that I can't visualize. I've visualized it 1,000 times. If I were to make it on a dress form, I believe 100% that I could make it. But on paper, with a pencil, impossible. So I delete it, and this time around I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna do whatever. Like I give up on that. So I gave up on it, and I was just playing around, and I did a bunch of swirls. A bunch of swirls. I did a bunch of swirls, like a bunch of lines intertwining. And when I had that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put some color. At this point, the idea of creating the dress kind of faded into the background. Now I'm just like playing around with this, and I'm adding a bunch of colors. I'm importing pictures, taking the color palettes of those pictures. You can do that with Procreate. So I was doing that, and I filled up this whole entire bunch of lines with color, circles, shapes with color. And let me tell you, it took me a while, and the song skipped, and there was a new song that was playing. I also like that song, so I kept on like replaying it, and I kept on adding more colors to the image that I was drawing. And eventually I had this abstract piece of art that was created from just pure joy. Yes, originally I had the idea of creating the dress. The dress failed, but this beautiful piece of art came out. And this is the art that's going to be on if you go onto my Instagram, right? And if you're listening to this on Instagram, because I do post on Instagram and Spotify, but if you're listening to this on Instagram, the picture that you see, this art that you see as the cover, like, this is the creation that came out of me wanting to do a dress and failing at it. So all of this to say, sometimes failure is redirection. Like, failure is redirection. You think you failed, but life is redirecting you somewhere else. And this is pure example of that. And this doesn't only apply to artwork or creativity, or it applies to everything. For example, you could apply for a job, and while applying for that job, You might not get the job that you want with a specific company, but maybe your CV gets sent to another company, or maybe in the same company there's a different department that thinks that you could be useful to them. In that moment, you're like, oh shit, I didn't get this job. But then you get another phone call and it's a different place. And when you go there, it might be what you're looking for. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is this. You might fail 100%. You might feel disappointed. But don't let it completely stop you from whatever you're doing. Just keep going. You will end up somewhere. And the place that you end up is where you belong. So at the end of the day, failure is not the end. Failure is just redirection. So, yeah. I'm not going to overanalyze this further than this. I'm going to leave it here. I'm not going to overthink it. But until next time, Assalamu alaikum.